Module 5, Lactation Accommodations. Although there are some laws that regulate lactation breaks and privacy at work, remember that legal action can be expensive and time consuming. If your patient asks you for advice about how to request lactation accommodations, it may be worth asking how their employer has treated other employees in the past. Let's look at a patient quote putting this recommendation into action. Well, I was looking around and they don't have a lactation room for employees, but one of the other ladies who was lactating, she uses one of the offices on the rehab. And so they let her go in there and do it. So I'll probably end up doing that. Gabe, please tell us more about the laws that govern lactation.
Sure. So all states have laws on the books allowing breastfeeding in public and private locations. 30 states, including North Carolina, specifically exempt breastfeeding from public indecency laws. However, for a patient who wants to breastfeed in private, there is currently no federal law that guarantees private lactation accommodations across the board. It's also worth noting that lactation accommodations do not require a doctor's note. However, if the information at the end of this module may be provided to your patients if they have breastfeeding accommodation concerns. So the Affordable Care Act and the Fair Labor Standards Act cover some lactation accommodation requirements for employers. In 2010, the ACA added two additional provisions to the FMLA framework. One, employers must provide reasonable breaks in private spaces which allow employees to express milk for up to 1 year postpartum. And two, insurance companies must cover breastfeeding supplies and support services to their beneficiaries. Also, employers must provide adequate time and private spaces to pump, but they are not required to financially compensate employees for lactation breaks. Secondly, bathrooms are insufficient for lactation needs, and spaces should provide adequate privacy, decent seating arrangements, and safe locations for pregnant patients to pump. In addition, employers must allow nursing parents to bring their pumps along with insulated food containers to work and must provide safe conditions for milk storage while employees are on the job. Beyond the minimum legal requirements, it is best to encourage patients to have a conversation with their employers and to discuss reasonable options for breastfeeding needs. So now that we have discussed all the federal laws and statutes pertaining to pregnancy and the postpartum period, we will discuss medical legal advocacy in action in the next module.